Yo, what's up YouTube? This is Jammerit coming to you today with a brand new video, boys, and today we've got our tournament run, tier 3 of Argentina, as well as fantasy grind. So let's get right into the video. So guys, welcome to another video on the channel, and today guys, first and foremost, we're just going to go through and show you some of our pack luck from some of the fantasy grind. After yesterday guys, we did go through and get a few more games. There was one period where we were getting matches instantly before like sort of the first sort of hour or so, you know, for the new update that came into the game. Then it sort of died out, and then just in the last sort of hour or so, I did manage to get a whole bunch of other games guys. So here you can see just some of the results and some of the pulls. I did actually manage to get some really solid pulls, and this, if this works smoothly, this is probably one of the best you know, mechanisms to improve your team in the game. We did manage to get a whole bunch of high tier golds as well as a few elites guys, as you will see in a minute. Unfortunately, we didn't get Dybala. He was like the main one that I was hoping for. We didn't get him, but hopefully next time the fantasy matches do come back, I'll be able to grind it out for him, because he will obviously be a huge addition to the team. So as you guys can see here, we do get Marcos Rojo. He was an absolutely fantastic pull. One of the really solid center backs in the game, I feel. He's very aggressive in game, and obviously getting him as an elite version is very useful. So I was very happy about that. I also did pick up a base elite guys, as you can see here. Eduardo Salvio, right mid. He didn't have the greatest of stats though, but he's sort of a good card to just throw into your team for rating. And we did actually pack another Rojo guys, so we did manage to get 3 elites in about 10-15 games or so in total. But guys, what we're going to be doing now is just jumping into some of the final moments of the tier 3 final, because obviously guys, with the changes to 82 overall being the main requirement, it allowed us to go through and pick up the rewards, which was absolutely fantastic. You know, I was really hyped to go through and do this, but now obviously the huge roadblock is, you know, 82 to 90. That is a huge jump. I'm hoping that over the next few days the developers will look at it and realize that it is quite a big jump from 82 to 90. Obviously, you know, changing it from 75 to 82 was absolutely fantastic. Sorry, from 82 to from 85 to 82 was absolutely fantastic. Sorry about that. But it's just the next tier now. It's like this is where the next roadblock is. So hopefully, you know, they do go down accordingly. So here we've got Higuain. He's sort of like Salvio guys. He's just going to be a filler in my team, because I am using Rainbow at the moment, so I can just put him at like left mid, because, you know, left mid players, they don't really get the ball much in diamonds, so he's a good filler card for our rating until we do get somebody to eventually replace him, because it's just too expensive to train him up to get to our Rainbow, considering how much XP he would cost. And guys, we did get Lanzini there. Absolutely insane pull, and a 79 overall Rigoni, so that's actually a really good pack. 2 77s, a 79. I'll take that guys any day of the week. So in this pack we get 30k coins, 7 random items, as well as 3 guaranteed golds. So let's see what we get. We get some training XP. We get 40k training XP. That's really useful. A bonus point, which I'm pretty much just using for skill boosts. We get Cinnamid Perez, Funes Mori, and we get Telegrafico. All got them already. So this is where, you know, the duplicates do come into place. Now, obviously, you can go through and just use these cards as XP. Alternatively, you could consider using them in the SBCs. I'm not sure yet though. I haven't really looked at the SBCs in all that much detail. I'm just sort of hunting for a master pull, so we can go through and do that SBC, and hopefully somehow, some way. And guys, we do pull an elite. Okay, we get Christian Pavon, 84 overall left wing. That's actually a decent pull. Does he have Rainbow? Unfortunately, he doesn't have Rainbow, which is a bit of a shame, but we can go through and hopefully work on that skill boost over the next few days and get him to a Rainbow. Obviously, he's got that right forward position card, which is from tier 1. It's really not the greatest, in my opinion, but still, guys, I'm very happy with that high-rated pull. That is absolutely fantastic, because it's always good to get something other than dupes. And now I can use his 80 overall card as XP probably, or in SBCs. Like I was saying, I'm not sure what I'm doing, guys. I'm not sure if I'm going to be using them in SBCs or as XP. The SBCs look okay. And obviously that's the only way that you can get something out of it for your main team. But let's just jump on to this next pack, see what we can get. So we are obviously getting a guaranteed Higuain, and all this XP is obviously going to help us as well. Looking forward to see what those world stage points are. So we're going to get 4 players. Can we get an elite? Unfortunately, guys, we only get the 85 overall Higuain. So we got Pavon, we got Lanzini, as well as obviously the Higuain there. So now we need to somehow get up to a 90 overall, which is going to be an absolute struggle, but we will work towards it in the future. So I am just going to put in Higuain there for the time being, but I definitely won't be running with this. As you can see, we've got an 84 overall team there. So we'll work on this. So we will work on this, guys, and then go into some of the weekend tournament and then finish off the video. Guys, just looking at our options, we are just going through and upgrading some of our skill boosts and just looking at who is the best position and who is going to help us the most. Because obviously a lot of the Argentinians have very, very high dribble, which is probably the most important characteristic, to be honest. Speed, dribble, and then shot power. Like shot power, finishing, long shot, that's all sort of you know, third tier stuff, especially early on. I feel as though speed and dribble are the most important, especially going forward. So I think I am going to switch it up to a 3-4-3 diamond because I'm very familiar with the sort of chances that they get and, you know, the players that, you know, do get the ball more frequently. We're talking the right wing, the strikers, the left wing, and the central attacking midfield. So I'm going to use Lanzini, guys, because at 77 overall, he actually does the rainbow, which is insane. So he's obviously a fantastic card to the club. And also, guys, I think I'm going to run with Pastore out of position. Even though he is only 80 overall, he does have the rainbow flick at 80 overall. And he is a 79 card originally. He hasn't got much pace, but that rainbow flick on the right-hand side really, really does help. So that is the team, guys, that we are going to be using. And as you can see here, we are currently 11-1 in the tournament. We've been doing very, very well. Although some of the matches, they have been like a real struggle, guys. Like the matches have been very, very difficult. And in some instances, you find that, man, these players that you're using are just, they're not the greatest. Obviously, having Pastore, Correa, as well as Lanzini all doing the rainbow flick, it did really, really help me. It doesn't look as though we are going to win this match, though. So, guys, we are 11-2, and I want to get 12 wins. So let's hope that we can get that, because I'm not really the biggest fan of taking the 1.5 mil. So let's hope that we can do it. The thing is that there are a whole bunch of really nice rewards that are available. I was hoping that somehow, some way, I could have gotten up to that 800k XP, but that match that we just had, I didn't play all that well, and the opponent was scoring quite freely. And I felt as though after about 10 wins, it definitely did get harder, because after 10 wins, I was 10-0 after 10 wins. I was versing, you know, 80s, 81s, 82s, and it was relatively comfortable. And then, guys, we started to come up against high overalls. We versed an 87, an 89. We did manage to beat an 87, and we just previously, as you guys just saw, lost to an 86. So we did need to go through and win this game against an 84 overall. And fortunately, guys, for us anyway, the player had disconnected, or the player wasn't there. I'm not sure what happened, but we managed to get the victory, you know, relatively easily. So we saw that there was no gameplay on his side, so we just thought, okay, we're just going to take it easy. It should be a relatively simple one for us to get us that 12 wins and that 300k XP. Now, 17 wins, guys, I think you get 100 gold national players, which is actually a really nice reward. I was hoping that we could have potentially got it, although our opponent did come back into the game mid-game, but I'm not sure what happened. But yeah, what did you guys do for the tournament? Let me know in the comment section down below. And also, another thing about the tournament, guys, is that it's not actually capped. I think that it's just 70 overall minimum to enter, which is it's a huge concern, guys, especially going forward. You know, it's possible that you might get matched up to like Smoothie, who's got, you know, 105 overall the last time I checked, or, you know, you're an 85 overall and you get matched up to a 95 overall, because there are no caps. Like, I think originally there were caps, it was 70 to 90, but then it just said the wording was changed, and it was changed from you just need a 70 overall minimum to enter the tournament, which is pretty crazy. But for the first week, guys, I'm pretty happy to go through and get the 300k XP. It's really going to help our squad. I was thinking about getting the 10 wins, the thing for that, which was 25 random World Cup items, but I decided to go against it and try and push for the XP, because That's always very, very solid. But other than that, guys, it's pretty much going to be the end of the video for today. How was your tournament? How's your progress going? And this is going to be Jammerit signing out for the day. Thank you all for everything, and peace.